I just want to see Uncle Ben be referenced, and I get the whole thing with Tony Stark. I think it's a beautiful relationship with Tony Stark and Peter Parker. But what makes Spider-Man Spider-Man is Uncle Ben. You have no Uncle Ben, and you have no Spider-Man. To me, that's why.
Like as a character, like cast, but how long has Uncle Ben around? Like he's usually, I mean, he's a first act with a story at most kind of character.
Yeah.
So like,
if it's never said that with great power comes great responsibility, if that's never said, it's not Spider-Man, because that's part of Spider-Man's character, you know, and that's what I want to see reference, and that's what I was looking for in The Amazing Spider-Man. I was waiting for Martin Sheen to say, "With great power comes great responsibility."
Was it in a deleted scene, or was it just never happened? Am I misremembering this? That there's a phone call with Andrew Garfield and the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and he like listens to the phone call, and he hears with great power.
I didn't hear that.
I think I just made that up right now.
So that would have been great, but that's what makes Spider-Man Spider-Man, and I think that phrase alone just raises the morale about Spider-Man, and he always goes back to that. Even in the Spider-Man cartoons, that is said so many times. He always goes back to remembering about his Uncle Ben, and he goes back to that moment, reflecting and regretting about not being there to stop that guy, and that's when.
Well, that bedroom scene where he's sitting there, he alludes to that, you know, when you can help people, and in Homecoming.
Oh, in Homecoming.
When you can't. No, not Homecoming. Civil War. The very first
okay.
Spider-Man. When you can't help people, and you choose not to, and then bad things happen. You know, that's why he, when he's telling Tony why he does this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it seems like if Uncle Ben's the entire first act, then Homecoming just chipped off like 10 minutes off that first act.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be like a 10-minute scene. It could just be, 2-3 minutes where you see Tom Holland, Peter Parker, and he reflects, and he says, I really understand the depth of this job because I see how much power is involved. And it really goes back to what my uncle once said, that with great power comes great responsibility. And if you just said that, you're in. That's it.
What if that's his fucking Avengers team-up speech in the next Avengers movie if he stays? Like,
it could be.
Come around, gather around, guys. We're getting ready to go out. Let me tell you something my uncle used to tell me. And then, boom.
See, that's brilliant.
Drop that shit. That's why.
That's what would have made him the leader.
That's a moment that we would never get out of a Spider-Man by himself.
Yeah. To see Spider-Man give a speech, that's beautiful.
Come on. You hear me, Disney? I just wrote a beautiful scene for you. Make it happen. Make it so, as Professor Xavier would say in Star Trek.